Alaska 010 India Golf. Turn right next taxiway. Taxiing to parking. American 022.
Right on the next taxiway, Alaska 010 India Golf.
Cafe 518. Contact Seattle Tower on 119.9er. Horizon 245. Contact Seattle Tower on 119.9er.
Contacting Seattle Tower on 119.9er. Cafe 518.
Oscar Kilo Juliet Al.
Seattle ground. American 6332. Ready for pushback with information Zulu.
Contacting Seattle Tower on 119.9er. American 195. Delta 611. Please follow instructions.
Seattle ground, Golf India Alpha November Tango Super, ready to taxi with information Zulu.
Delta 611. Turn left next American 6332. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved. American 6332.
Continuing ahead, American 022, Seattle ground, American 1282, request taxi to parking. American 1282, taxi to parking, at your discretion, taxiing to parking, American 1282.
Seattle ground, Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Bravo, ready for pushback.
Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Bravo, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Bravo.
Attention all aircraft, please stand by, controller change is in progress.
Seattle ground. Lufthansa 095. Ready for pushback with information Zulu.
Lufthansa 095, stand by.
Seattle ground. American 6332. Ready to taxi with information Zulu. Seattle ground. Horizon 2343. Request taxi to parking.
Seattle ground, Delta 256, ready for pushback with information Zulu.
Seattle ground. Delta 2212. Request taxi to parking.
Lufthansa 095, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Seattle ground.
American 6332, taxi.
Taxiing to runway 16 left. American 6332.
Horizon 2343, taxi to parking, at your discretion, Delta 256, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left, Delta 2212, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking. Delta 2212.
Pushback approved. Delta 256, Delta 2212, give way to aircraft on your right.
Give way to aircraft. Delta 2212, taxiing to parking. Horizon 2343, Seattle ground. Alaska 104, ready for pushback.
Seattle ground. New Zealand 013 heavy, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Seattle ground, Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Bravo, ready to taxi.
Alaska 104, pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved. Alaska 104.
New Zealand 013 heavy, hold position. Holding position, New Zealand 013 heavy. Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Bravo, taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left. Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Bravo. Thank you, Victor Papa Alpha Alpha Bravo.
Seattle ground. Lufthansa 095. Ready to taxi with information Zulu.
Lufthansa 095, taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left. Lufthansa 095.
Seattle ground. Papa Romeo Alpha Kilo Charlie, request taxi to parking. Papa Romeo Alpha Kilo Charlie, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking. Papa Romeo Alpha Kilo Charlie. New Zealand 013 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. Pushback approved. New Zealand 013 heavy.
Seattle ground, Alaska 270, ready to pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 16 left.
Alaska 270, pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, Alaska 270.
Seattle ground. Golf uniform Charlie India. Ready for pushback. Seattle ground. Alaska 104. Ready for taxi.
Golf uniform Charlie India, pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved. Golf uniform Charlie India.
Papa Romeo Alpha Kilo Charlie, hold position. Holding position. Papa Romeo Alpha Kilo Charlie.
Seattle ground. United 817. Ready for pushback with information Alpha. Requesting runway 16 left.
Alaska 104, taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left. Alaska 104.
United 817, hold position.
Holding position. United 817.
Attention all aircraft. ATIS information Alpha is now current. Seattle ground, New Zealand 013 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 left with information Alpha.
Seattle ground. Horizon 2343. Ready for pushback with information Alpha.
New Zealand 013 Heavy. Taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready. Horizon 2343. Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved. Horizon 2343.
Taxiing to runway 16 left. New Zealand 013 Heavy.
Seattle ground. Alaska 3689. Ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Alaska 3689. Hold position.
Holding position. Alaska 3689. Seattle ground. Golf uniform Charlie Charlie India. Ready to taxi.
Golf uniform Charlie Charlie India. Taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left. Golf uniform Charlie Charlie India.
United 817. Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved. United 817.
Seattle ground, Alaska 270, ready to taxi to runway 16 left with information Alpha.
Seattle ground. Delta Romeo November Sierra Tango Super. Request taxi to parking. Alaska 270. Taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left. Alaska 270.
Seattle ground. Horizon 2343. Ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Golf uniform Charlie Charlie India. Hold position.
Holding position. Golf uniform Charlie Charlie India.
Seattle ground. Delta 996 November Delta. Ready for pushback with information Alpha. Delta Romeo November Sierra Tango Super. Expect progressive taxi instructions. Delta Romeo November Sierra Tango Super. Turn left next taxiway. Left on the next taxiway. Delta Romeo November Sierra Tango Super. Horizon 2343. Taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left. Horizon 2343.
Delta 996 November Delta. Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. Pushback approved. Delta 996 November Delta. Delta Romeo November Sierra Tango Super. Hold position. Holding position. Delta Romeo November Sierra Tango Super.
Seattle ground. Singapore 280 Uniform Alpha Heavy. Request taxi to gate S16 at the South Terminal.
Singapore 280 Uniform Alpha Heavy. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Taxiing to parking. Singapore 280 Uniform Alpha Heavy.
Seattle ground. Alaska 95. Ready for pushback with information Zulu.
Seattle ground, Alaska 001 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback with information Zulu.
Seattle ground, Alpha 7 Oscar Romeo X-ray, request taxi to gate M10 at the terminal near.
Alaska 95. Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. Seattle ground. Air India 747 Super. Ready for pushback with information Alpha. Delta Romeo November Sierra Tango Super. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. Taxiing to parking. Delta Romeo November Sierra Tango Super. Golf uniform Charlie Charlie India. Continue taxi. Alaska 001 Victor Alpha. Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. Seattle ground. American 1282. Ready for pushback.
Pushback approved, Alaska 001 Victor Alpha.
United 817. Taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready.
Seattle ground. Airbridge Cargo 209 Heavy. Ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Pushback approved. Air India 747 Super. American 1282. Check ATIS frequency for airfield information.
Pushback approved. Alaska 738.
Airbridge Cargo 209 Heavy. Please wait for clearance before taxiing. Seattle ground, American 1282, ready for pushback with information Alpha, Airbridge Cargo 209 Heavy, hold position.
Seattle ground, Itero 747, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Seattle ground, Delta 996 November Delta, ready to taxi with information Alpha, American 1282, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left, pushback approved, American 1282.
Seattle ground, Jazz 446, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Delta 996 November Delta, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready.
Seattle ground, Delta 323 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, Delta 996 November Delta.
Seattle ground, Alaska 738, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Itero 747, hold position.
Holding position, Itero 747.
Jazz 446, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left, Delta 323 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left, Seattle ground, Alaska 95, ready to taxi to runway 16 left with information Zulu, Alaska 738, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved, Jazz 446.
Alaska 95, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved, Delta 323 Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, Alaska 95.
Seattle ground, Alaska 001 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information Zulu.
Lufthansa 871 Heavy, you're on an active airport. Please contact Seattle ground on 121.7, Seattle ground, American 1282, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, Alaska 001 Victor Alpha.
Delta 611, request frequency change.
Seattle ground, Airbridge Cargo 209 Heavy, ready to taxi with information Alpha. Seattle ground, Airbridge Cargo 209 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 34 left with information Alpha.
American 1282, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16 left, American 1282, Seattle ground, Air France 3 Sierra Victor Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Seattle ground, Delta 323 Heavy, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Airbridge Cargo 209 Heavy, expect progressive taxi instructions.
Seattle ground, Itero 747, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Airbridge Cargo 209 Heavy, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready. Airbridge Cargo 209 Heavy, turn right next taxiway. Delta 996 November Delta, give way to aircraft on your right. Give way to aircraft. Delta 996 November Delta. Air France 3 Sierra Victor Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Air France 3 Sierra Victor Heavy.
Seattle ground, Delta 323 Heavy, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Right on the next taxiway, November 1322 Kilo.
Seattle ground, Jazz 446, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Itero 747, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, Itero 747.
Delta 323 Heavy, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, Delta 323 Heavy.
Jazz 446, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready. Jazz 446, give way to aircraft on your left.
Give way to aircraft, Jazz 446.
Seattle ground, Alaska 176, request taxi to gate C9 at the Terminal C, Alaska 176, hold position. Seattle ground, Air India 747 Super, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
November 1322 Kilo, request frequency change.
Alaska 176, make 180. Making 180, Alaska 176, Jazz 446, disregard last message, Jazz 446, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready.
taxiing to runway 16 left, dash 446.
Air India 747 Super. Taxi to runway 16 left. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16 left. Air India 747 Super.
Contacting Seattle ground on 121.7. November 13224.